Your core Pilates sequence for your third trimester is all about strength through the middle. So Meg and I are going to start up against the wall. We'd like you to join us there. So when you're up against the wall, you want your feet hip width apart, your head and your shoulders touching the wall. And we're going to slide down the wall just enough so you can feel the weight push into your thighs. And I want you to lift through baby bump, tuck your tail a little so your back comes into the wall. Now keep connected to the wall as you press back up, straightening your legs, and then bend your legs again, come back down the wall. Pushing into the wall, press up, press into the wall, slide down. So we're keeping and maintaining that slight tuck under, and that's going to give you this little bump lift. This muscle which runs right underneath baby bump to hug baby up and in is going to be on all the way through. And then we're going to bring in some arm lifts. We're going to come down, hold it here, arms going to come up. And then our arms are going to come down as we slide up the wall. Slide down, keep that pressure of your back into the wall, arms rise up and press back up. We're going to breathe in, slide down. We're going to breathe out, press into the floor, push up. And again, come down, rise up. Now see if you can add in your pelvic floor. From the bottom there, as you rise back up, that's when the pelvic floor should come on. On your out breath, lift. In breath, lower. Out breath, lift. In breath, lower. Last time, press up. So keep your arms down, slide down, and hold it here. We're going to take it into heel walks. So your shoulders should stay fixed against the wall, your back pressed into the wall, one heel rises up and down, then the other side rise up and down. I want you to feel this through your thighs. We're building strength through this middle section. I want you to keep that little lift through baby bump, the back pressed into the wall, out breath lift, in breath lower. Nice work. Reset your posture, bring the weight back into the middle. This is really good for remembering where your center posture is. So easy in this third trimester as baby grows at such a rapid rate to change our posture quickly and not really notice it. You'll notice it here as you try and bring your body back into the wall. Now to finish off that burn, both heels up, both heels down. You feel it? Yeah. Nice little shake as you come into a little bit of fatigue here. Both heels lift, both heels lower. You get that nice little shake through your legs. That's where the change is going to happen. Just 4. Keep your back into the wall. 3, 2, last one. You're going to stand up after this. With control, heels down, press back up into stand. Really good work. Okay, then we're going to come all the way back down for the very last one. Our back is going to connect into the wall and we're going to bend all the way up and over. Drop your left hand down, your right arm over. Bring it back into the middle, both hands down by your side. Go the opposite way, right hand down, left hand up and over, back through the middle, and change. So if you have any back pain in this trimester, this is a really nice one to just stretch and release that tension in your lower back. If you keep your back pressed against the wall, you're finding another muscle to switch on and counter that fatigue and that overload that happens in your lower back. Hold it here. Press all the way up into stand. Good work. Now we're going to keep that strength work going as we come back into standing on your mat. So now we're up in standing. I want the mini loop around your ankles. And don't worry if you don't have a mini loop, you can tie a band. This is just to create a little bit of resistance. If you don't have a mini loop or a band, you can do this without, but just pay lots of attention to your knees. So the first thing we can do is slide our right leg out to the side, bending our left knee. Bring it back up into the middle. Hands on your hips to start with, just to help you with that alignment. And when you get there, look down and make sure that left knee is pointing dead ahead of you. So it's a little step out, a little sit back, and you'll see that our backs stay nice and straight. You don't want to round your spine. And now we're going to start to bring our arms into it. We bow down. We come back down. Arms up, arms down. You should feel both sides of your body really working here. So you've got all the stabilizers on that one leg, the hip abductors on the other side, Nice good workout for everything through the middle. Last 3. Last one, press out, stand up tall. And now we're gonna change direction. We're gonna go straight on. So arms come up, leg goes back, and then come back down. Lengthen away, bring it back up and in. So again, your body's not changing shape. You just hinge through the hips. So a little squat down on that weight-bearing side, and a press back through the opposite side. So you really bring your bottom on. Nice. Out breath, reach. In breath, stand. And really focus on completing that movement. Return all the way up into standing. Last 3, 2, last one. And we're going to change sides. Hands come back onto your hips. We're going to take the left leg out, bend the right knee, bring it back up into stand. Little bow forwards, little sideways stretch. Look down at that right knee and check it points dead ahead of you. The weight should be in the middle of the right foot. Try not to let it all sway with you onto that side. One way of checking is that you keep pressing your little toe down into the ground. And then we bring our arms in. Breath out, breath in. So the deeper you go on that weight-bearing side, the more burn you're gonna get. So I'll let you decide how far down you wanna go. 3, 2, last one before we change direction. Facing front. Arms forwards, leg back, bow forwards by bending that front leg. Return to stand. Press through, step up. So the band here is a really good way of just really working back into the hip extension. You've got something to push back against. Without the band, think about just engaging that bottom. That back leg, squeeze the butt as you push back. The band sometimes likes to throw you off balance. So keep bringing the weight back into the middle of your foot. Weight across your big toe and your little toe. Last 2. 1. Return to stand. Finish this standing sequence in a little stretch with your hands on your thighs and a big cat stretch through the middle, tucking the tailbone underneath you, hanging your head, and then release your tailbone away, arch your back, shoulder blades down your back. Chin to your chest, tuck your tailbone underneath you, and then release. Curl all the way back down. You can maintain a little bit of outward pressure through the band. And if it feels comfortable, take your hands off. Imagine hugging a big tree. Press your arms back behind you as you release. Hug a big tree, scoop it up and in. Press all the way back. Last one in each direction. So last one, big curl, big extend. Press all the way back up into stand. Well done. Now we're going to make it back down onto the mat. Now we're in high kneeling. You're going to need a ball between your knees and you're going to need your long armband. So holding your armband, you want to tuck your elbows in at your waist and have your palms up towards you. As you squeeze the ball between your knees, try and float your head off your shoulders like it's full of helium. Then next, lift your breastbone. Imagine you've got on your favorite necklace and you're showing that off. As you concentrate on those 3 points, ball squeeze, head float, breastbone lift, breathe out and pull the band open. Breathe in, close the band. Keep your elbows squeezed in at your waist. And with every one, got that ball squeeze. With your out breath, hopefully we've practiced by now, lifting through the pelvic floor with that out breath. And then we're going to take a little bit wider. Open, stretch your arms out wide, bend your elbows, hands back across your chest. So it's 2 parts. Breathe out, pull open. Breathe in, stretch away. Breathe out, elbows in. Breath in, close. And then come back to that ball squeeze, that head float. What about lifting baby up and in, wrapping your muscles around your bump, maybe sliding your tailbone down towards your heels. So you open up the front of your hips a little bit, get the butt coming on. And then we're gonna add in a twist. We open, reach, hold here. Spin on the spot, taking your right arm back, left hand forwards. Back through to face the front, opposite way round. Spin, face the front, elbows bend, close. Again, open, stretch and lengthen, twist round, face front, opposite way. Elbow bend and close. 2 more just like that. The whole while leading with your breastbone. Squeezing your shoulder blades down your back and letting your head float up and off of your shoulders. And close. Now your right leg is going to step up and forwards. The band now is going to loop around that shin, that's your anchor. Give me a big shoulder shrug towards your ears, back and down, and keep your shoulder blades down. Breathe out, pull back on band. Breathe in, release. You want to keep your hands down, pulling long, and not letting your shoulders lift up towards your ears. Now with every pull, I want you to try and give me, Meg, perfect, a little bump lift. So that effort should be matched by the strength through the middle. If you look down and you see your tummy start to poke out forwards and become more of a triangle shape and less rounded, then the effort might be just a bit too high. That's a sign that we're no longer working the front of the belly, but it's gone into the waist. So we want to keep the effort through the front of the bump. So just slacken the band if you see the shape of your bump change here. Next, we're going to add in a little hip thrust. So the band's slack, I want you to bend both your knees. Sit back. Breathe out, push your hips through, rise up nice and tall. Breathe in, sit back, bending that back knee, sitting back on the front knee. Pull with your arms, lift through your chest. Sit back. Breathe out, pull up and through, open up that back hip. Nice, Meg. And again, breathe out, lift up and through. Breathe in, sit back. And on the next one, we're going to hold it there for hundreds. Small, tiny little pulses with your arms. We've just got half a set here because we need to do the second half the other way around. I'm going to get you to tuck your tailbone underneath you and lean your body weight back a touch. Lift your breastbone, grow tall from the crown of the head. Breathe in for 5 and out for 5. And already we only have 10 left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Other side, swing that leg back and around. Opposite leg steps forward and through. Bang comes around the front of that shin. Shoulder shrug towards your ears, back and down. From there, you're going to breathe out and your arm's going to pull down by your side. Breathe in, release them forwards. Breathe out to pull. Breathe in, release forwards. And again, take a moment to check out what's happening with bump. As you pull, I want to see bump lift up and in. Perfect. Like you've got this little harness underneath, because you have got a harness underneath made up of your muscles. And as you engage, that's going to lift up and in just as a corset would draw everything together through the center of your body. Breathe out. And once you've checked, I want you to lift your head, lift your breastbone, look forward again once more. And then we bring in the hip thrust. We're going to sit back. We're going to push all the way up and through, arms back behind you. And again, sit back, breathe out, up and through, rise up tall. So you've got that sit back and that press forwards, open up that back hip. Lead with your breastbone. And then on this last one, we're going to hold it at the top for our hundreds. Small, tiny little pulses here. So I want you to check in with your body that there is a straight line from your ear, through your shoulder, through your hip, and landing in that back knee. And then pulses with the arms should just stay in the arms. Try not to let the rest of the body sway. Lift from the crown of your head again. Drop your fingers away from you. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you have 10 to go. And release. Take the band off to the one side. Step that knee back in and bring the ball underneath your seat. As we finish that sequence, I want you to relax the pelvic floor. So you're going to just sit on the ball and reach your hands to the top of the mat. From here, bow your body down. Rest your forehead down onto the mat. And you're just going to hold this stretch. I want you to think about sinking your tailbone down on towards your heels and curling your body down into the floor. Your pelvic floor is going to stretch over and around the ball. So the pressure of the ball back up into the pelvic floor can be enough to make it relax. It's like if someone notices your shoulders by your ears. Once they touch them, you know to drop them back down. You get the same feedback here on the ball. Maybe you don't know you're still holding your pelvic floor contraction, but perhaps here you can learn to let it go and relax too. Take one more breath here. And to come up and out from here, lift through bump first, scoop all the way up, re-stacking your vertebra, growing nice and tall before we make our way over onto our hands and knees. So on our hands and knees, Meg's going to use a box to protect her wrist, so that's just an option for you, a variation to try if you need it. Otherwise, your hands are going to be completely underneath your shoulders. From there, you're going to lift your chest like you're pushing the ground away from you, and tuck your chin as though there's a tennis ball underneath your chin, and hold on to that tennis ball. So we're going to come into leg extensions first. So keep your left leg low as it slides back behind you. Keep it low, squeeze it back in, return to your start position. Same side, breathe out, slide back, breathe in, come bring it in. So in this position, you want to have your pelvis in neutral. You don't want to be too curved for your back, and you don't want to be too sunk down. You want to be in a flat, what we call coffee table back. I could eat my lunch off of your back, it's so flat. That looks good, Meg. And then the second thing to watch is that you don't shift from side to side as you take the weight out of that leg. Breathe out, lengthen. Breathe in, fold. Hold the next one. Now float this leg up towards the sky. Squeeze your bottom, tap the floor. Squeeze your bottom, tap the floor. Each time you lift, I wonder if you can hug baby with your tummy muscles. Lift baby up and in. Give baby a little hug. Nice. So although your back wants to extend and arch, you don't let it happen. All of this movement should just come from your hip socket with that thigh bone finishes. No movement through your back. Last one, fold the leg all the way back in. Now staying on the same side, we're going to add in right arm reaches. Slide the leg away, reach the right arm forwards, lift the right arm up, lift the left leg up. Tap down to the floor, bring them both back in, go again. No weight back down through them, just complete the motion. Slide away, lengthen up, tap back down, squeeze back in. Your body should stay nice and still, as still as you can keep it. And that's really what your focus is on. Now think about the arm and leg that aren't moving. Have a soft bend in your elbow if you're up on your hand. Lift your chest up and double check that your right thigh bone is still vertical, so you're not sitting down on that hip. Last one, hold here for me. Reach through your fingertips, stretch through your toe, tuck your chin, look straight down, and maybe give me some little pulses with the arm and the leg. So you get a little bit of endurance work. You should really feel your right bum cheek now. Starting to hold you here, that's all those stabilizers, stopping you from rocking and swaying. You have 10 more tiny little pulses, trying to keep the rest of your body still. 3, 2, 1, release, bring it all the way down. Drop your breastbone, lift your breastbone. Give me a few of these as we reset and we change the opposite side. Breastbone lift and hold. Just the leg now on the right hand side. Extend the leg away, squeeze back in. Extend away, squeeze back in. You want that left thigh bone vertical. Maintaining just a low level lift through the tummy and the pelvic floor the whole time. It's not your strongest contraction. You know now there's more to come. And then you're going to start to lift up that leg. Kick away, lift to the sky, tap down, lift again, tap down. Now we're starting to build the effort. It's a slightly bigger movement and a longer lever. I want you to lift, bump up and in. Keep your back still. Just bring this from the hip. Syncing your out breath with the effort each time. Last 3. And then from here, that leg's going to tap, come all the way back in before we bring in the arm. Same leg, left arm, right leg, slide away, lift, tap down, slide back in. And again, lengthen away, float up off the ground, tap, fold back in. Reach away, pick it up, tap it down, and slide in. You need to be strong on that opposite side. A soft bend in your right elbow if you're up on your wrist. Lift your breastbone up and tuck your chin, look straight down. Build that endurance. So 4-point is such a good position in this third trimester. It helps baby find its way into a head down position, but it's also really good for your posture as baby grows at such a rapid rate. Last one, kick away, lift up, hold, and little tiny pulses. Small little moves, just with your arm and your leg, trying to cut the bounce in the rest of your body. Look straight down, lift your chest one more time. Now try and lift through baby again, like I'm trying to come crawling underneath you. Give me space. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Hand underneath you, knees underneath you. Lift through your body, drop your chin to your chest. Release, allow your tailbone to come out, your belly to drop down, your shoulder blades squeeze and you look forwards. Such a good stretch, whether you're on your hands or your elbows. Come again, lift up through your chest, hang your head, tuck under your tail. Release away from you. Arch your back, stretch your tummy, look forwards. And one last time, scooping all the way up. Relax it all the way off. Sitting back onto your heels. Your next sequence takes us back into side lying. So whenever you're coming down into side lying, always transition with your legs together. So squeezing your legs together gives your body symmetrical movement, less chance of setting off any pelvic pain. And on your side here, you want to take a cushion like Meg underneath your bump and let baby rest on that bump. I'm going to go without and show you how I'm trying to always keep working through my waist to try and keep it up off the floor. And then from here, we're going to take the top leg up towards you and then bring the leg in towards your face. Take that leg back behind you, opening up your hip, and then forwards towards your face. So this is a really good stability exercise for any activity which requires you to be on one leg, like walking, climbing up the stairs, normal day-to-day stuff. It builds strength on the one side so you can move the other side more easily and then ultimately without pain. And so your focus for this exercise is the pressure between your body and the floor. Try not to rock forwards and backwards. Try and keep the pressure between your body and the mat exactly the same all the way through. So that if I were to video you from the waist up, I shouldn't be able to tell that you're moving your leg. The only axis is this top hip. From here, we're going to take this into a longer lever. We're going to kick that leg down straight and we're going to float forwards and back. Just from that top hip, kick forwards and back. Now, if your body starts to move around here, then bend your knee again, narrow back down that movement. Otherwise, it starts to look a little bit more like walking. Concentrate on the bottom leg not moving. And the last two. And then you're going to bend that leg and rest your toes behind the underneath leg. See if you can straighten that underneath leg a little bit. So you're going to roll that top knee down onto the floor and then you're going to open it all the way back up. This exercise is called clam and it's level 3. You pinch down the front of the pelvis and then you open it back up. So if that's uncomfortable to come across midline, just stop there. Otherwise, go all the way through your range. All the way down, all the way open. Working on the third exercise in our sequence. So we should be getting a nice little glute burn on this. One of the most important muscle groups in our pregnancy Pilates sequence. The next door neighbours to the pelvic floor, the stabilisers of the pelvis and the lower back. Just 3 to go. Last one. And then pick up that leg and step it in front of you. Rest your knee on the floor. From here, your arms are going to be out in front of you and we're going to go into arm opening level 2. Your top arm reaches forwards, it scoops all the way up and over your head and out behind you. Circle it all the way back and down. Reach that top hand forwards, all the way up and over. You come into this really lovely open twist through the body. Really nourishing for your lower back. Really lovely release for your chest. So it stops your shoulders from rolling forwards. Keeps your chest open. And we're going to hold the next one. Come to rest in this open twist. Press your top knee down into the floor. Make sure your head and neck are supported so you're not having to hold on to your neck. And feel gravity push that back arm down towards the mat. Bringing open your chest. Giving this really good corrective postural stretch. Breathe in deeply. On your out breath, circle that arm all the way around. Bring your legs back together to change sides. So as you change sides with your legs together, you're going to use your arms to push up into sit. Your legs go out straight together. All of your cushions come with you. And you spin your legs down the other way. Make sure you've got that little bump lift underneath your waist. Your hips should be bent just a little way. They're not fully bent and not fully straight, just about halfway. And then we lift the top leg up and we squeeze the leg in towards us for side kick level 1. And then we open up the hip, take that leg back behind you. So again, the axis for the movement is right here, nowhere else. The body should stay still because you've got on your muscular corset, right? It's holding you still. You know you're staying still by whether the pressure changes between you and the floor. See if you can breathe in, leg raises. Breathe out, lift through baby, belly, kick the leg back behind you. Any tightness through the front of the leg here may make you overarch your back. Don't let that happen. Just move it as far as you can without changing your back position. And now we take it into a straight leg version. All the way back and forwards. Kick back, forwards. Just comes from the hip. Pointed toe, reach that leg away from you. Last 3. And as that leg moves back up in front, you're going to bend your knee, tuck the toes behind the underneath leg and see if you can straighten out the underneath leg. Keep lengthening that away to lift your bump up off the floor and then lower your top knee down onto the ground. Roll open that top knee, close it all the way back down. Wrap it open, screwing that thigh bone into the socket, making sure the glute works on that top side. I know baby's going to start to be feeling heavy here, so I want you to check in every now and again that that cushion's in a good position and that you can almost lift your waist a little to keep your spine straight. Breathe out open, breathe in close. We have 3 to go. Last one. Leg comes down, rest on the ground in front of you. And that top hand is going to reach forwards, trace a line all the way over your head and out behind you. Open twist. Bring that all the way back up, over and down. Nice big circle overhead with the arm. Open, open, open. Stretch through your chest. Reach through your fingertips, bring it all the way back up and around. And again, stretch and open. Stretch and release. Keep that top knee pressed into the ground. And hold the next one here. Taking that arm as far back behind you as you can. Breathe into your ribs, trying to expand them east to west. Breathe out, push all the air out. Breathe in again, expand your ribs east to west. Breathe out, push all the air out. One more breath here. Circle that arm all the way back around. And again, use your arms to help you change position from here. And well done. That's your core Pilates set for your 3rd trimester.